So I first dealt with Paul back, it's 16 years ago. He was a candidate of mine in my database. I had done an interview with him. He was working at a company in Iowa, doing okay, but needed a change. And at that point, I really didn't have anything for him. He was a general manager level. He was looking to continue for a GM spot, and I really didn't have anything to work with him. But I kept in touch with him. About 5 years later, I had another opportunity. And there were a small restaurant group in Iowa looking to grow, looking for strong GMs, strong leaders who could take their company forward. So I called Paul, and at that point, he was out of the industry for about 10 months. Had his share of restaurants, was in a completely different industry. And he said, "Nope, Marty, I'm out of restaurants. No thanks."
Marty called me and said, "Hey, Paul, listen, I know you're not in the industry right now, but I have this company that you are just the perfect fit for. I think you'll be great for them, and I think they're exactly what you're looking for in the restaurant industry." And I said, "Okay, you've piqued my interest. What company is it?" And he told me, and immediately I told him how I was a raving fan of that company, and that absolutely I'd love to talk to them because I'd never considered working for them before. I had an interview the next day, and within a couple of days I had an offer on the table, and I started working for them immediately.
Shortly thereafter, he started in as a general manager, got promoted up to a district manager, and then Paul became my client. He would be the one that I would talk to about sending candidates to this group. And he would be interviewing my candidates, which was great and helped my company grow. And Paul continued to grow through a regional manager and then a director of operations with the company, still keeping Gecko Hospitality in mind. And at one point, 75% of all of the managers in all 27 of their stores came from Gecko Hospitality.
Marty's so amazing that when my wife lost her job in the restaurant industry, he was the first person I reached out to on her behalf to help her in her search. And shortly thereafter, he was able to actually place her in an amazing career with the Ronald McDonald House as a marketing coordinator. And over the last 6 years, she's gone on to become the operations director there. After 10 years, I left the company that I was with for another opportunity and learned fairly quickly with that company that it just wasn't the right fit for me. And so when I left there, the first thing I did, of course, was call Marty. And it was, "Hey, Marty, here's where I'm at. What now?"
So what now? Paul called me and said, "What do I do? Where do we go?" And my response was, "Hey, Paul, let's talk about Gecko. Let's talk about you coming to work for the company."
Hello, this is Robert. Yeah, you're right. Paul would be a great fit.